Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking a little bit more about yesterday's disappointing draw against Getafe. We're going to be looking at the words from Hansi Flick, Pedri, and Koundé after the match. And then as well, we're going to be talking about Dani Olmo because he has picked up a small injury that will be keeping him out for a short period of time. But guys, as always, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's look at the words from Hansi Flick after the match, in which he did speak, and you could tell that there was disappointment from the squad. Hansi Flick starts off by saying there was a lot of emotion in the stadium. This is new for me. I'm not happy with what happened today. They defended very well in front of the goal and in their own box. Hansi Flick continues. He says, we've left this with a bit of disappointment. Possession is usually more effective. We could have done better. And I completely agree. That sense of disappointment, that bitterness, it's all reflected in us Barcelona fans because we've been, on a tremendous high recently, winning the Supercopa de España, beating Madrid in that fashion, beating Real Betis in the Copa del Rey as well by a big scoreline. We came into this game thinking, hey, Barcelona, they're going to have an improved performance in La Liga, but we didn't manage to do that. And when we talk about our form, Hansi Flick says 6 wins in the last 24 matches. I am now worried. And obviously, right now, Barcelona, we're not doing that well in La Liga, obviously. He continues on. He says, what happened on the bench with the Getafe staff are just emotions from the game. We shout, and in any case, it's just part of football. Hansi Flick talks about, the racist chants against Balde, which is absolutely disgusting from the Getafe fans. Racism has no place in football. And Hansi Flick, he talks about it. He says, Balde's stand against racism. We must all support him. The organizations need to start taking action. And I completely agree. This happens with Vinny Jr. It happens with, so many players in the world of football. Racism has no place in football, guys. Let's focus on stuff that happens on the pitch, guys. I'm speaking to those fans. Don't be idiotic. Focus on the football. No reason to attack Baldy's race or anything of that nature. And it's horrific to see that in the world of football. We want to focus on football. Hansi Flick, he continues on. It says La Liga winning the title is always very complicated. Many matches remain. Today we added 1 point. We dropped 2, but we must look ahead. And in those words, Hansi Flick, he did say, as I said, you do feel a sense of disappointment, but the league isn't done. There's a lot of league to be played, and obviously, we do want to be showing some more improved performances, and that is going to be the goal. And when you look at Pedri, he shares the sentiments that Hansi Flick had. Pedri starts off by saying, we wanted to leave here with 3 points. We started well by taking the lead. We knew we were coming to a tough stadium. It's a team that drops everyone back. They're a team that defends super, super deep, that defends with such a deep block. And, it's a stadium that we haven't won since 2019. It's been a very long time. And he ends up by saying, when you come to this stadium, you know what to expect. We must not lose patience. We fell into their game. And what's the most frustrating thing is, guys, is that, we started this game off with a goal, perfect scenario. You start off by winning. You start off by leading in the match. All you have to do is just not concede and just control the match, because Getafe, they're not going to really, create much. And they didn't. Getafe's only chance, and even that, it was a half chance, they did score. And that's frustrating because when you look at the course of Barcelona throughout the entirety of the season, we've dropped points to teams that we should not be dropping points to. And then on top of that, it's the manner in which we are dropping points. Having crazy goals, conceded, or just having crazy comebacks against us, or just having results that are just not reflective of the performances that we should be putting in, and especially let's hurt even more knowing that Atletico Madrid, they did drop points against Leganes, and now Real Madrid today they won, and they extend their gap over Barcelona to 7 points. And Jules Koundé, he talks about that penalty, that controversial, and he says we weren't accurate, and I'm not going to comment. And he says we were frustrated, the draw is disappointing, we had control of the game, and they scored on just one chance. And now with that draw, guys, that means that Athletic Club, they are now level with Barcelona in La Liga, both on 39 points after 20 matches. But Barcelona, they are ahead of Athletic Club, but we have to be doing a lot better, because when we look at the La Liga table, guys, this is how it's looking right now. And as you can see, Barcelona, they are third, but we have way too many losses, we have way too many draws for this period of the season, and we already have such a big point gap between us and Real Madrid. We're gonna have to make up that deficit somehow, and we also have a 5-point deficit in regards to Atletico Madrid. And so I ask you guys, how do you guys fancy Barcelona's chances in La Liga? Do you guys think it's over, or do you guys think that Barcelona can still make a run in the league? Now, my opinion is that I still think that Barcelona, we are alive in La Liga. It's going to be very difficult to win it. Obviously, we would have to win both the El Clasico in May, and as well as the away visit to Atletico Madrid in the Wanda. We would have to win those matches. But we have to figure out how to beat these teams that sit back and defend. And we need to develop some consistency in La Liga. But then again, I do fancy my chances, for example, in the Copa del Rey and as well in the UCL a little bit more favorably. That to our chances in La Liga. And talking right now, guys, about Barcelona's chances in these next upcoming matches, we have to talk about Dani Olmo, because Dani Olmo, he has suffered a right soleus strain, and that means that he's going to be ruled out of the next match, and actually of the next 2 matches. He's picked up a slight injury, and it's only going to be keeping him out for a short period of time. He is expected to be back for Barcelona's match against Atalanta at the end of January. He's going to be missing our next match, which is going to be against Benfica, and the next weekend's game, which is going to be Valencia. It's most likely that Gavi is going to be replacing him in the starting lineup. But, we have seen Gavi start in that position in the past couple of weeks, and also Fermin Lopez and Frankie de Jong, they are in contention to start. But obviously, it's a blow for Barcelona. We want all of our players to be fit and available for Hansi Flick. That way he has, a multitude of options to choose from. But, it sucks that Dani Olmo has picked up, this small knock and everything. But nothing too serious, which is, the good news, the silver lining, I would say. And we wish him all a speedy recovery. But in regards to yesterday's performance, guys, we're all feeling disappointed. We want better results, looking at the recent sensations from the team. And as I posed the question to you guys before, how do you guys fancy Barcelona's chances in La Liga? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. And what do you guys make of Hansi Flick and Pedri and Jules Koundé? Their words after the match. Do you guys share their sentiments? Yes or no? But as always, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.